Manchester United season review, let's get it on. Probably thinking, what's the Chelsea channel? I'm not a Chelsea channel. I'm the Kafka's View. I love football. I want to talk about football. We're going to discuss Manchester United season. I'm going to say where they can improve for next year and what they can anticipate in the future going forward. Alright, if you made it this far, I'm asking for two things. Like button and subscribe. That's all I'm asking for. Alright, but now let's get on with the video. Champions League knocked out by a superior Barcelona side. Totally outmatched, but there was no shame in that. Secondly, Premier League, 6th place finish, terrible by Manchester United standards. FA Cup knocked out by Wolves, and Carling Cup, I don't even remember, but I know you didn't get far. What does that tell me? It tells me it hasn't been a good season, and we're going to dive into the problems right now. There was way too much criticism for Paul Pogba this season. He had 13 league goals. Yes, he scored a lot of penalties, but they still need to be taken. Anthony Martial as well. But you know what, guys? Your problems weren't going forward. You had the 5th best attack in the league. That makes me think, right? You were really close to Arsenal and you were really close to Spurs. But what was the issue? That defense. You need to sort that defense out ASAP. You had the 10th. Like, you were bang in the middle for, like, conceding goals. That's pathetic. That is absolutely pathetic for a team of Manchester United stature. There was a lot of blaming the attack, but it was the defense, in my opinion, that let you down drastically. Luke Shaw, not good enough at left back. The centre-backs, pathetic. Lindelof is the only one, in my opinion, that could solidly say, you know what, I could play for another top 6 team. Manchester United have pathetic defenders at this moment in time. Valencia, young at right back, really? You have the best goalkeeper and you conceded 54 goals. 54 goals. That puts you joint 10th and 11th in the league. That's pathetic. Manchester United need to improve on that, and I'm going to tell you how they can. We're going to be realistic in the players that we're going to mention here. The value of the players that I'm going to mention are ones that you can actually afford and are achievable to purchase at this moment in time. So let's kick it off. Left back, in my opinion, Chilwell would be a fantastic addition to take over from Luke Shaw. Chilwell would be easily gettable for like around about 50 million, 45. You can have the money, go and spend it. A right back, Wan-Bissaka. It is a matter of time until someone takes a hit on that player. You need to pay the money and get him. Straight away, that improves your left back and your right back position. And Bailly and Lindelof work. It will be a fantastic 2 additions to the team, and it will solve a lot of issues going backwards and improve you going forwards drastically. Additionally, if you look at Wilfred Ndidi, Ndidi's a fantastic addition. He would be perfect at winning the ball back, giving it to Paul Pogba, and allowing Pogba to roam and create. And in transition, the amount of teams you're going to kill with the pace that you have up front is crazy. If Ndidi wins the ball, releases it straight away to Pogba, or he can play a pass forward. Trust me, it would be an amazing achievement to get Wilfred Ndidi. He needs to decide now, what does he want to be? A possession-based team, a counter-attacking team, a team that is always on a high press and counts on their work rate? Or does he want to be one of those teams that does a mixture of both, that is a well-oiled machine that can mix it up? Ideally, that's what everyone wants to be, that Jaap Hankins Bayern Munich team. But it's so difficult. It all depends on the players you have at your disposal. He needs to look at his squad and finally decide what he wants to do. Too many times this season, he's been going half-hearted. The Tottenham game, he turns into a defensive manager. Some games, he's full-on high press the first few games. It's ridiculous. He needs to prioritize what he wants to achieve with his team. It is his team. Then and only then, once he decides on what kind of team he wants to mold in his style, whether it's an attacking team or not, he can go and purchase a striker. A striker is integral to the style of play that Oli is going to want to play. Whether he wants a target man because they're a counter-attacking team, or whether he wants a player that can run in behind and stretch. Rashford is not good enough to lead the line for you, and then if you do lead the line with Rashford, you're going to be fighting for top 4. You need a top caliber striker. You need somebody that will get you 25 league goals. Rashford cannot do that. For me, you need to address that right wing position. Jesse Lingard, I know you love him. I know you love his dancing. I know you love the fact that he came through your youth system, but he isn't good enough. You need someone on that right wing that is good enough for that level that you're trying to achieve. For me, Ziyech is one of those players. He gives you goals, he gives you creativity, and he gives you that X factor. Lingard doesn't offer that. Yes, he'll give you the occasional goal against the side when you don't expect him to, but it's not on a consistent basis. And if you want to jump to that next level and that next tier, you need a Ziyech, maybe a Nicolas Pepe, maybe go and get a Ousmane Dembele. You are Manchester United, you can throw money at a player and make them come and join you. You're an illustrious club. It's about time you start acting like one. Ziyech, Chilwell, Wan-Bissaka, Ndidi, that's 4 players. You're telling me Manchester United can't purchase 4 players? Those 4 players would change your team drastically. They would cost you, in my opinion, under maybe 160 million. And then you can sell some players and fund an outstanding centre-half. In my opinion, Koulibaly or Skriniar is the way to go. I think it'll be very difficult to get those two. However, if you do get that, you've sorted out your defensive issues. And that will fix the 54 goals that you have conceded. And that will additionally impact in such a positive way when your forwards know that we don't need to score 3 or 4. We can only score 1. And we can still win a game. At this moment in time, you've kept under 10 clean sheets. 8 clean sheets all season. That is pathetic when you have the best goalkeeper in the world. So guys, that was my unbiased season review for Manchester United and how they can improve in the future. Tell me, what do you think? Do you think that I was fair? Do you think the targets I'm asking for are reasonable for Manchester United to get better? And finally, please like, comment and subscribe. Make sure you tune back in for our channel. I'm going to start doing a lot more reviews of other games apart from Chelsea games. And yeah, it's the Kafka's View. I'm out, homies. Bye.